large fire broke out at the Naftan oil refinery in Novopolotsk, Belarus, one of the country's two main refineries. According to official reports, a technological unit used for diesel processing caught fire, sending thick black smoke into the air. While such incidents are often described as accidents, the timing is unusual, given the wave of recent fires and explosions at Russian refineries caused by Ukrainian drone strikes. The question now arises, could this be Ukraine extending its reach into Belarus, targeting infrastructure indirectly supporting Russia's war effort? Belarusian facilities have long been used to refine and supply Russian oil, and Naftan itself has been under EU sanctions since 2022 for aiding Moscow's military economy. Authorities later confirmed that the fire was extinguished, with no casualties reported. Still, the coincidence is striking, and speculation is already growing. If Ukraine or its allies are expanding operations beyond Russia's borders, this could mark a new phase of pressure against the Kremlin's logistics and energy network, and we may see more such accidents in the weeks to come. The Hostry Kartuzy unit has shown how the occupiers are attempting to cut off the logistics of Ukrainian forces in the Pokrovsk area. The enemy is carrying out remote mining with TM-72 anti-tank mines using FPV drones.
Because I am from Kartuzy. Now I will show you the nasty things that are dropped everywhere by those jerks from the sky, along with FPV drones. Look, this is a PTM, a small 5-kilogram anti-tank mine. This is the first one. Here lay the second one. It was shot. You see, it doesn't explode. Pressure activated. There's a sensor on top. As soon as some equipment runs over it, it explodes. We are walking through a small area and observing. Look, this just landed recently. You see, no one has approached it yet, shot at it closely, or neutralized it because it fell near the road. It's just an FPV drone, an 8 with an anti-tank mine attached to it. Fell somewhere around here and it landed on the roadside. Let's move on. Again we see the FPV drone, but it has already been shot at. You see, it is already broken. And here is the next anti-tank mine. Look, the black road, they are dropping mines directly onto the road. You see, after being shot, TNT spills out of it. It is painted black, designed to fall on the road and then lie here unnoticed, waiting for some vehicle to drive over it. Another FPV is lying around. Right now we might find some kind of little gift from it. And here's another little PTM mine. This one was just placed today. We found it about half an hour ago, and before our transport enters we always check the road. What's Sena? They found it, shot it. You see, the TNT is scattered. It's black and it's very hard to notice.
Footage has appeared online showing a Shahed being shot down by a drone at an altitude reportedly around 7,500 meters. Fields near Pokrovsk. Everything is covered with fiber optics. All sides in Ukraine are increasingly relying on fiber optic drones for reconnaissance and targeting. These drones provide real-time, high-resolution video feeds over secure connections, allowing forces to spot enemy positions, coordinate artillery strikes, and monitor troop movements with greater precision. Their use is growing across both frontline and partisan operations, highlighting a shift toward more technologically advanced warfare. Lavrov has reportedly fallen out of favor after failing to arrange a Putin-Trump summit, according to the Moscow Times. He was notably absent from yesterday's Security Council meeting, the only permanent member to miss it, and has also lost his role as head of Russia's G20 delegation. He should hope now not to fall from a window. A strike by the defense intelligence of Ukraine's drones damaged a workshop for the production of aviation fuel additives at a Russian petrochemical plant in Sterlitamak. This was reported by the DIU press service. On November 6th, the Sterlitamak petrochemical plant was attacked by long-range drones. According to military intelligence, This is one of the key enterprises of the petrochemical industry of the aggressor country. The plant manufactures products for the needs of the Russian occupation army and its military-industrial complex, including butylated hydroxytoluene, aviation gasoline, and synthetic polymers. As a result of the strike on the enemy petrochemical enterprise, a fire broke out on the territory of the workshop for the production of agidol, an additive to aviation fuel, the DIU said. Yesterday afternoon, social media reported a drone attack on the Sterlitamak petrochemical plant, located in Bashkortostan, about 1,300 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. A video shot by an eyewitness captured the moment immediately after the attack. The footage showed smoke on the territory of the enterprise. The author himself says in the voiceover that the drones attacked the Sterlitamak petrochemical plant again. This is the second strike on the plant since the beginning of the week. The previous one took place on November 4th. Back then, local authorities reported that the water treatment plant was partially destroyed. The company is part of the Russian chemical holding Roskim. It specializes in the production of rubbers, butylated hydroxytoluene, and aviation gasoline. At the same time, on the night of November 6th, the Special Operations Forces used drones to hit oil depots and fuel trains in temporarily occupied Crimea. Uralvagonzavod, the flagship of the Russian tank industry, has announced a large-scale reduction in staff. In some units, the number of employees may be reduced by up to 50%. This is reported by the Russian publication E1. According to the publication, the company plans to lay off about 10% of its employees by February 2026 and completely stop recruiting new staff. According to internal documents, proposals for candidates for dismissal will be considered by a special commission. Those who will be laid off are promised payments of up to 3 average monthly salaries. However, the plant's employees fear that the actual scale of the optimization will be much larger. According to our data, the reduction for most units is up to 50% of their staffing. As a result, able-bodied, highly qualified specialists are losing their jobs. Uralvagonzavod employees told E1.ru. It is not yet known which structural units will be cut. It could be the civilian sector, which manufactures railroad cars. At the same time, it is possible that the changes will also affect the military sector. If the optimization does indeed concern civilian production, it remains unclear why the management does not transfer employees to the military sector, which is currently experiencing a growing need for personnel. Probably, such decisions indicate a lack of state funding and orders, which makes it impossible to maintain the current staff even at a strategically important defense enterprise. On October 26th, it became known that the Ashinsky metallurgical plant in the Chelyabinsk region announced a reduction in production and staff. The company specializes in the production of special alloys, rolled plates, and electrical steel used in Russia's defense, aviation, nuclear, and oil and gas industries. The company specializes in the production of special alloys, rolled plates, and electrical steel used in Russia's defense, aviation, nuclear, and oil and gas industries.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comments section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.